So today I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek at um, a meditation coaching session that I'm gonna do, where a client's gonna come to my space, and I'm not gonna show you guys everything, but just a little bit, just like a little sneak peek. And usually after the meditation coaching that we do, we'll do a sound bath afterwards. I'm not gonna show you guys that. We'll be doing that inside, but I will let you just have like a little sneak peek and of oh my bad of just what we'll be doing today. I don't usually show people. I am a very I do honor privacy and I do honor the process, but at the same time I understand that some people need to have a look into, what it is that happens. And so I'm just going to share that with you guys. I'm super excited about that, to give you guys a little sneak peek. Again, it's just going to be the meditation coaching session, not the sound bath. Okay? Peace. So usually my sessions take place, I like to do the meditation in the backyard of my space, because one of the things I always let the client do first is I have them ground. So I have them take off their shoes and I have them ground to the earth, or balance, or kind of like harmonize their energy naturally by taking their shoes off. So I love to start my sessions with a smudge clearing of some sort. With this client specifically, we did an herbal smudge clearing. I did a customized blend with sweetgrass, white sage, and cedar and lavender. It smelled amazing. The client loved it. One of the other offerings I do for smudging is I can do a tuning fork smudging, and that's if someone is sensitive to smell or smoke. Thank you. One way that I recalibrate my energy is I'll step outside, take my shoes off, place my feet flat on the ground. I'll make sure my shoulders are relaxed. So you want your spine off, make sure your spine is elongated, and you want to squeeze an invisible pencil in between your shoulder blades, right? So it's not like so, right? So kind of activate that. Then I like to squeeze my toes like I'm hugging the earth. And so then I take a full inhale. When I inhale, I'm going to inhale mostly from my womb space. So inhale, allow the breath to travel up, and I'm squeezing my toes. So you see I'm squeezing my toes, bringing the breath all the way up, and I try to pull it all the way up past my heart and let it circulate around my head, and then release. Okay? Sometimes you can even visualize. I'm pretty sure you've done this before. I've said this before in our meditation, where you can visualize like roots from the bottom, soles of your feet going down to the earth. So you can go outside, connect with the earth, take that breath, visualize the roots going down into the earth. And when I'm visualizing, I call it hugging the earth with the soles of my feet. And allow the roots to go down into the earth. I always see it like wrapping around like a red orange core, like it's meeting the middle of the earth, literally. Pull that breath all the way up to the top of the head. Exhale out. And sometimes I will change the color. So sometimes the color will be like red or orange or gold. And sometimes I'll do silver if I feel like there's something that I need to clear out of my nervous system. Right. And how earthing works is it literally regulates you. It's like the quickest way to balance your electromagnetic field, because we're from the earth. Right. You know what I mean? And so anytime I'm like angry or I'm confused, very normal emotions that we feel, I'm like, I need to go outside.
Yeah.
I need to go outside.
I feel better already.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
If I've had a conversation with somebody and I feel heavy, and let's say I don't have time to sit in like a 30-minute to an hour meditation, I'm gonna go outside and take my shoes off and just sit down and relax. So get in the habit of, even if you don't have a patch of grass where you live at, going to the park, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Most people don't take their shoes off.
Right.
They still keep their sneakers or their sandals on. So just get in the habit of taking your shoes off. Okay? All right. Cool beans. Okay. Tools, and then today we're going to go over visualization techniques. We're going to do one pranayama, where I'm going to teach you a pranayama that you can, it's kind of an advanced pranayama. I'll teach you the easy one and then the advanced one.
Okay.
A mental exercise that helps you visualize better. And then we're going to actually end with, we're going to meditate together. We're going to do Satanama together for 11 minutes. Okay. Because
Should I be recording this on my phone?
This is up to you. Okay. Yeah. I always ask for, it's whatever you want to do. I'm
gonna do a voice note. Like I'm gonna grab my phone and just have it here.
Yeah.
So it can pick up.
Do whatever you feel like you need to do.
All right.
So first and foremost, we're gonna go over different tools. Eye blinds, right? The reason for eye blinds that people don't know is like, once you shut off the light to your pineal gland, your brain starts to secrete a hormone that relaxes you and makes you I don't want to say makes you go to sleep, but can make you it makes you shift into a different brainwave, so that you're able to access meditation easier. When there's a lot of light, you're in the beta, you're awake and stuff. So you notice I always will give you eye blinds, right? In meditation, especially if you're meditating during the day, if your blinds are not closed and you don't got your curtains, put some eye blinds on, okay?
Got it.
These, you know what these are, right? These are mala or prayer beads.
Oh, okay.
So, and this actually yogic, Christian, Muslim, and Buddhist tradition, they all use will be considered mala beads or prayer beads. The amount of beads that's on them will be different depending on what culture it is. So this is a very universal thing that you can use for prayer or meditation. I like to use them when I'm chanting or when I'm doing obviously voice activations because it helps me keep track. So every time, if you're doing and then it's like instead of you counting, you just move one every time you chant.
Okay. Until you get always to the
end. And when you get back to the end, it's obviously you'll know because you'll be able to feel it, and bam, I'm done.
Wow. Okay.
And when I tell you, so I make these. I did not make this one, but I do make these because I started to feel such a connection with realizing a lot of people, especially Americans, they see certain things for different traditions and they just kind of look over it, not understanding the intention of it. And when I tell you it's helped me, I pull my piece out and instead of it being about I gotta visualize something, whatever, I can just start chanting to clear my field. And I know that your energy is very similar to mine. You're picking up on certain things when you're in certain environments. And so I personally think from what you have shared with me that you probably start to need to ground and meditate a little bit more. And I think that maybe voice activations, that's why I sent you that information, because I could feel, I was like, ooh, I think it's time.
Yeah, it is time.
So again, Mala, they have different names. Mala, M-A-L-A.
So where could you have extras that you're selling, or where do I get it from?
You can get them off of Amazon. You can get them from different places. I do. You can get them from different places. I can send you some links.
Okay.
If you want me to I can do a custom order because I've been doing custom orders. That way the person can pick what type of stones. They'll pick what type of stones they want depending on what they have going on and what they got going on in their field.
So how many is on there?
108.
And why did you pick 108?
So 108 is from the yogic tradition, and they say the number 108 shows itself repetitively when it comes to creation. And then when you combine 108, it makes 9. And as you know, 9 is a very sacred number. It's the number of completion and
highest.
High, yes. Okay. And there's so many more, like that's just a surface level review of what it is. There's like when you dive deep, it's just like it's a very beautiful
One
tool.
more question. What are you saying when you?
So the most common thing is
Just
common,
okay.
right? But like you know how I sent you a call?
Yeah.
You could do a call.
Okay.
You know when you're trying to release grief or sadness, you can do which is a heart. It activates the heart chakra. So
got it. Okay.
So you can use different syllables, or there's different yogic chants that you can do that are balancing different chakras as well. Okay.
That's good to know.
Okay. Now, these right here, they're very hot.
Okay.
So dang, they got hot so fast. Hold on, let me see if I can close them off because I want you to touch them.
Okay.
But so this is copper. It goes in the right hand.
Okay.
And then this is zinc. It goes in the left hand. So this is yin and yang. This is actually called the wands of Ra. So this is a Kemetic tradition when it comes to meditating, and you would hold them and you would squeeze just very gently, right? And what it's doing is it is balancing your bioelectrical field, because we're obviously we're electrical. Okay, so next as we're going to do the breath work, so or the pranayama. I guess they're the same. But have you done alternate nostril breathing? I feel like you have. It's a very if you haven't, it's okay. Okay, so this one I like because it balances the yin and yang. So as you notice, that's kind of the theme, right? I do think that a lot of people walk around. We're all going to be dominant in one or the other. Us being female, we're probably be mostly not feminine, but obviously, because of survival and things that happen in life, we'll switch to masculine, right? But when you know you're operating in an imbalance and you want to just be able to show up in a balanced state, I love the alternate nostril breathing because it's going to balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain. It's going to balance the yin and the yang, or the masculine and feminine. You can literally cool down or heat up the body depending on what side of the nostril that you breathe. Okay, so this is a very...
I have seen that before. I think I've done it only one time by accident. I think I was doing a yoga class and somebody,
for sure it was yoga.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll take your right hand and starting out, you're going to close off the right nostril. Okay, and you'll take these two fingers. You can place these two fingers here, or you can kind of fold them down, but I usually just place them here. You're gonna you're gonna be using your ring finger as well. Okay, so you're gonna close this off. You're gonna take a natural breath through this side, and then we'll take an inhale, hold, exhale, close it off with the ring finger. So both nostrils are closed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then you'll release the thumb, exhale out. You'll then inhale in, close it off, hold, release the ring finger, exhale it out. Inhale, close it, hold, exhale. So we do a few rounds of the alternate nostril breathing, and this is just a beautiful way to let my clients know that the breath is the bridge between body and spirit. It's teaching us to return to the present moment with every inhale and exhale. Through conscious breathing, we learn to soften the mind, release tension, and awaken the quiet wisdom within. And I also do like to do the breathing exercises with them to let them know I'm here with you. Inhale, 1, 2, close, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, close, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And exhale, 1, 2. I'm just going to set a timer. We're going to use our own voice. I think I sent you, I think I sent this. which is what I send people when they're not familiar with the chant.
Okay.
When you come familiar with the chant, so when we start, when I say sa, you're gonna take thumb to index finger. Na, thumb to middle finger. Ma, so sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. When you're gonna stay connected to your breath, even though it's not really about your breathing, it's about the vibration, the vocal toning that you'll be doing in the chanting. This is birth, life, death, rebirth. Sometimes people say it means absolute truth. And I have manifested many things by sitting and doing this work.
What?
Yes, I'm not kidding.
No,
Okay.
wow.
All right, so you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, relax the shoulders, so like neck easy. Close those eyes. Take a full inhale. Exhale it out. And I'll start trying, okay? Sa ta na na. Sa ta na na. Sa ta na na. Sa So I decided to do a Kriya practice with my client. It's believed to balance the hemispheres of the brain, sharpen memory, and clear subconscious patterns. The sacred symbols or the sounds represent the cycle of life. Sa, birth, beginning, infinity. Ta, life, existence, creativity. Na, death, transformation. Ma, rebirth, renewal, and regeneration.
It doesn't have to make sense to anyone but you, and sometimes it does make sense to other people. My free writing, if I showed you some of my free writing, you'd be like, wow. I've gotten the best insights from my free writing.
Got it. Okay.
So 2 songs, and then we'll head inside.
Okay.
So sacred journaling is one of the most powerful ways to anchor and integrate deep transformational work because it brings the ineffable into form. Bridging realms, you're going to be able to integrate through reflection, recognize pattern recognition, grounding and nervous system support, and also I love it for future alignment, right? So it's something that I offer in my in-person meditation coaching sessions because after a profound experience, journaling translates that higher wisdom into words, creating a bridge between the subconscious, the spiritual realms, and the conscious mind. It also allows you to revisit what resurfaced, emotions, visions, memories, breakthroughs, and process them at your own pace. Okay, so just finished the session. I just showed you guys the recap, and again, the meditation session was just part of the session. We did 30 minutes of sound, and I always like to, after the sound, we did like 10 minutes of tea, traditional tea. It's a way that I love for my clients to get back in their bodies and to ground after we've just done a lot of work. So we started off with a smudge clearing. Again, that is not something I do every session. It depends on how the client comes in. Also, if I'm in their space, if they're in my space, because they have an option to do a herbal smudge, or they have an option to do a sound smudge. And sound smudge is when I use the angel tuning forks, or I might use a 528 or 432 tuning fork to clear their field, which works very similar to using herbs or white sage or cedar or whatever. I actually used a special blend today where I'm finishing off this tea. Ooh, so good. The blend, the herbal smudge blend I used was actually white sage, but a mild amount of white sage, Palo Santo resin, and mugwort, some lavender petals, and sweetgrass. So she was just like, oh my gosh. Like, she was like, I immediately felt better afterwards, which we were grounding as well. I had her take her shoes off, and usually a person is going to be able to feel the effects of that. But yeah, she was just like, oh my gosh, like what? So we had the special herbal smudge blend that we used. Then we did a connecting to the earth, literally like a 2-minute connection, shoes off, visualizing, roots going into the ground, and as well as connecting with our breath and sending that breath from the base of our spine all the way up to our crown. Then how the coaching goes is, the point of the coaching is not just to coach you, but I want my clients to take what I'm teaching you and do it at home. What I'm teaching you does not matter if you don't go home and do it, because then you're just expecting me to do the work, and that's no bueno. Okay, we're not doing that. Like, I want to set you up for success, right? So it's more like a class, and I want there to be an understanding. And then I don't want people to just take my word for it. It's like, go out and do your own research. Like, just because I tell you something, that doesn't mean it's for you. You might be like, you know what, I'm good. And that's okay. I want people to have their own mind and not be like, what I say is like the end all. Although I do have good advice. You know what I'm saying? So went over different tools that you can use in meditation. And again, I can't remember if I recorded this or not. So we went over, ways to shift your brainwave into a deeper state of relaxation so that you're able to relax and start meditating. So we talked about the eye blinds, be it meditating in the dark, shutting off the light. We talked about mala beads, using them as a tool to help you turn the mind off and just focus on, a vocal activation or chanting or mantra. We talked about different mantras you can use. We talked about the wands of Ra, which again, I don't think I put that on camera. I might do a separate video on that. We talked about weighted tuning forks, using weighted tuning forks when you meditate, which is one of my favorite ways to use sound in your personal meditation. We talked about, and then we went into a visual or mental exercise that you can do to strengthen your pineal gland to help you imagine or visualize different things when you go into meditation. I know I didn't film that. And then we did I think I filmed the pranayama. She had never done alternate nostril breathing before, or sun or moon breaths, so we went over that so that, I told her, I gave her a quick synopsis of what that's going to do for her if she's able to incorporate that in her day-to-day practice. And then we did a Kundalini mantra together, where we meditated together. I think that's when my phone overheated. I think that's when my phone overheated. My phone was overheating a lot, y'all. It's hot out here in these streets. My phone was like, what are you doing? And I could have brought my camera out, but I didn't, because I was like, I don't like to intimidate people. It's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It's just capturing the moment. And then we did a 7-minute sacred journaling session where this is something that I talk about in my ebook, where we'll put on instrumental music. We didn't use headphones, which is fine. We didn't use headphones, but and we sat and I just talked about just letting the information flow through her and putting it down on paper. And then we went inside for the sound bath. And that's when I cut the camera off. So anyway, so that's a little sneak peek. That is now right now I am a mobile facilitator. So I go to people, and this is after you've had a virtual consultation with me, or we might have an in-person consultation. That just really depends. I don't usually bring people into my space until I've worked with them for 6 months to a year. So what you saw today was one of my clients that I have worked with for quite a while. And I might have another space that I might have available where I have people come to me. But as of now, I have to come to you, or you have to do some virtuals with me. You feel me? Okay. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope I don't know how long this video is going to be, and I am just going to use it as a point of reference when somebody wants to know what to expect when we do meditation coaching for beginners, people that are trying to deepen their practice and really trying to get down and dirty when it comes into, tapping up here. All right, bye.